Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. Sorry about the lack of content that I haven't uploaded for the last feature banners, all the updates, all the guild battles, everything. By the way, thank you to my guild for taking care of it. I had no time this weekend at all to help you guys run it, and you still made top 10 somehow. You guys are amazing. Thank you. For everyone else that's been waiting for the content, I'm sorry that I've been behind. I've still been streaming, but I haven't had the time to sit down, record these, upload them, edit a thumbnail, all that beautiful stuff while still trying to take care of my kids and do other projects on the side. This summer's gonna be really busy for content uploading because my kids have no school anymore. So now it's me versus them 24/7 until Kelly gets home, my wife. So content wise, I don't know what's happening, but I'm here now. I'm going to be doing Aerith's banner. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to kind of skip on the last banners I forgot to do. Not that I forgot to do, but I didn't have time to do. So we're going to go straight into this one, which it's a feature banner. Aerith has been long overdue for a featured banner. It's great that we have something to wishlist now, something that we look forward to on these free polls from the, campaign to the one we watch with ads. So it's great that Aerith has got something like this because it's long overdue. She needs more wishlistable weapons that are actually good and you want to put on their setup. Now, this is the kind of banner where if it's not limited, it's not going to be super amazing. It's going to be niche. This is for a lightning team. This is for lightning DPS. This is for a lightning setup, right? So this is the next step. She becomes a lightning rod for the party. Everything about this screams physical lightning, and it's really good if you do get to do this, but it's not something you need to go out of your way. It's not something that you can plug and play into every setup. Like Bahamut Rod, Kimura Wand, put those in any setup and you're golden, right? Especially if the enemy has to have like physical defense up or magic defense up, they shine, but they have so many other things attached to them that you can still use them for anything. Healing, ATB boost, attack up while also giving magic defense. That's used for every scenario, where this isn't, but it is really good when you do add it. This is like that next step for the highest damage in the lightning setup, for guild battles, for dungeon rankings, battle rankings. This is going to be that next little step into the party that's going to give you that boost that something else can't. So starting off with the pink mermaid beachwear, this is going to give you magic defense 20% and healing 10%, which is totally fine. It's not reprieve with something else, but it's still really good defense, but only specific to magic. So it's not magic and physical, it's just one. Plus the healing potency, which we have really good healing now because of a lot of weapons and setups, especially with overspeed, right? So all allies is a new one, boost lightning potency, all allies, only 15%, which again, if you need higher damage, this is going to be it. 15% is going to show a difference. I just wish it was something to make me maybe like 20-25% would feel a little bit better, but 15 is still very respectable, especially on a lightning team. It's going to help with the lightning summon, not just your attacks, right, where it's like 15% attack damage up. This is going to give really good potency for everything that's lightning, but only lightning, right? It's not versatile like attack up, physical attack up, magic attack up kind of damage or attack gauge. So good costume. This is new, it's unique. I just don't think it's that next step where like this is gonna really change. It's gonna help, but again, only for lightning, and that's why I say save your crystals for stuff that work in multiple setups. Now, Mermaid Rod is an interesting one. Just one base copy, you're gonna get physical attacks increased to all allies, low to low on the first copy. Then over here, you're gonna get tiny heal, doesn't exist. You're gonna get 70% HP or more on Aerith. You're gonna be able to increase lightning damage from low to low. At OB6, it goes mid to mid for physical attack, and then it goes medium to high, but 70% or more HP. So mid to high is still there. This only goes to mid, and at OB10, physical attack now gets to go to high on 2 cast, but here's the interesting thing. It's still mid to high for lightning damage up, but there's no more 70%. See? HP 70% or more, you get this. At OB10, this thing's always giving physical attack, always giving lightning damage up. Doesn't matter if Aerith has 1 HP or max HP. So this is one of those weapons like way back then, Black Whiskers on Zac. It was the first one introduced where you had to OB10 the weapon to get the full kit. Technically, you have the full kit here at OB6, but you don't have to deal with that 70% threshold, right? Aerith's a great healer. She'll probably get back up from 70%, but you never need to be in that situation where you're stressing like, oh no, I gotta heal before I can buff. Now you're managing 8 ATB. So OB10, does fully bring out the Mermaid Rod, which is a solid weapon. Even though physical attack doesn't get to go high, it does extend. So other characters have their DPS and they're buffing at the same time. Other weapons also give physical attack up. You're using this with Chimera Wand. Chimera Wand is going to go physical attack up and magic defense up. Or is it Bahamut Rod? Either one, right? She has the other weapons that are a healing weapon and does other things while also raising physical attack. So it's just a way to boost lightning damage. Now, one thing to take into note is that this is the only weapon in the game that raises lightning damage except for Cloud's Final Fantasy VI sword, Lock Sword. His actually self-buffs himself, right? He gives himself lightning damage up along with other ones, but this is the first AoE one and it's a featured one, which means we don't have to pull right now. We can get this later. If you're pulling for that costume. And again, you can get away with using other costumes because they're very useful on Aerith besides that one. That's for min-maxing the most potential out of lightning damage only. So this is going to be a great weapon to OB10 later. Has 62 heal, 39 buff duration, and a circle sigil with a heal boost slot as well. Not AoE, just a better Kira or Kiraga, whatever's in this game. So great weapon. Very, 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 very good weapon for a featured weapon. Obviously not perfect, right? You're going to have to double cast to get that physical attack up, which is 8 ATB, and that gives an extension of 8 seconds on top of the 25 that's already there for that lightning damage. But for 4 ATB, getting physical attack 2 tiers and lightning damage up, that's 5 tiers up total of damage. From 2 from his physical, 3 from lightning. That's going to be better than just using a weapon that just raises physical attack or just raises lightning. So that is like a little bonus, even though it's not double max. If this was high in one cast and this was high in one cast, no conditions, this would be most likely a limited weapon and not a featured weapon. So they gave something good, but just not crazy broken. In my opinion, if you want the costume, go for it, but the other costumes bring a lot more to the table. Bahamut's costume brings boost to the whole party. Again, the other person on the team is going to be one lightning DPS, maybe a sub DPS that might be doing lightning, but most likely it's like Red 13, Sid, Angeal tanking, Barrett tanking. So the odds are her costume's only going to affect that one DPS because even herself is not going to do lightning damage. She's going to be making the team survive. Now that's for hard content, for like the high score challenge where you just get as high scores popped against the Cactar. Obviously all 3 of your characters are going to be doing DPS, lightning as much as they can while applying what they need to, but realistically that's a side buff for lightning only teams, so the costume isn't necessary. Weapon definitely is a featured later. Now the next thing on this, as for wish listing, this is not really something you need to build for her DPS. You still just run her as that DPS magnet, aka magic attack all weapons, physical attack all weapons, boost attack all weapons, magic defense, physical defense all weapons, and her sub weapons, and her main hand is whatever the situation. It's mostly limited weapons because again that's what her kit's built around. So wishlist is make your other DPS and your other characters stronger. So with that being said, we're gonna go Red 13. Red 13 got a new ultimate weapon, which is really good because my boy Red is such a good character in this game. This is called Limited Moon. It's got 2 uses, a 60-second charge, magic heal 110% because he is a healing class, even though he's a very obvious support character, but they need another healer, so he is now there for healing, which is great, by the way. I'm not bashing that. Red 13 can be a healer, especially a backup healer with all the buffs and debuffs you need. So 110% all allies healed. Also applies exploit weakness, and here's a key thing to this. For 40% potency, which is really good, a 60-second duration, but it extends it by 60 seconds. So even if your team already has exploit, this is still very useful because it extends it another 60 seconds, so your DPS, your sub DPS, whoever's doing it doesn't have to recast it because he casted it. Right? So not only if no one has it, it applies it for 60 seconds. That extra 60 seconds is very good. And this is 2 uses, which for most fights, even the longer ones, that's a very big duration of having that exploit weakness constantly there. And exploit weakness is very, very good, especially at 40%. So, and I believe whatever's the higher potency gets overwritten. So if you applied something with 30 and then you did this and it goes to 40, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. That might need to take testing. But our abilities is a key feature here, especially on certain setups. Interruption Arcanum, all allies. Sephiroth, I believe, has something like this, but it was greedy for himself. This is actually for everyone. When you interrupt an enemy, all allies ability damage plus 40%. So basically when you break a sigil phase, which we have a new sigil phase that gives us more damage on top of it if we break the sigils. So when they're interrupted during that sigil phase, you get a 40% increased damage. I believe it's only during the sigil phase. So once that yellow bar gets depleted and it stops, you're out of it, that 40% might drop off. I haven't really tested that, but my idea here is that, remember, Cid's a character in the game, and Cid owns the ability Stop, where you can freeze the enemy, I'm pretty sure, during the sigil phase to continue that 40%, and then you add overspeed, then you add characters like Vincent, who uses her ultimate weapon to give the next ability to do more damage. You can really hit hard with this ability on the team. With someone like Cid with Red 13, again, this is very situational because Cid's doing something for support, Red 13's doing something for support, but he's also a healer, and then you have a healer or DPS. So if Red 13 can fully dedicate healing while using this, and then you have someone like Cid on the team supporting, I don't know, Vincent on the ice team or whatever it is, stopping the enemy during this interrupt phase for 40% continuous damage is really nice. Again, besides that, in the grand scheme, this is only for that time you interrupt the enemy without stop. Exploit weaknesses on other characters. It is nice that it extends it, but it doesn't make this thing crazy broken ultimate weapon like some of the other ones are. They're really useful, make a huge difference. This definitely, in the right situation, really is good. Without the right situation, it's good, just not absolutely amazing. But again, it can be. Right, 60-second duration up. That is amazing. Exploit weakness when you don't have exploit weakness, really good. So yeah, I think it's a great weapon. If you do pick it up for Red 13, definitely going to help out when you do use him in those scenarios, and he's used for a lot of scenarios. So overall, great time to try to see if you want to increase your Red 13 support / healer. He will be getting more healing, I'm assuming, since he's got the growth tree of being a dedicated healer. That's his category now, right? Actually, I think I might have maxed him out for healing because I don't care about anyone else except for Aerith and him. Yeah, so my Red 13's ready to heal. Is yours? So he classifies as a healer. So that means he'll get more weapons to showcase that he's supporting and healing at the same exact time. So Aerith banner, really cool. Definitely one of those wait for the limited stuff, the crossovers. If you want the costume, it's a beach costume. I like her original one more. Nothing wrong with the new one. I would, honestly, if I had it, I'd use it as well. But you really got to look at if you are free to play or someone is on a budget or just looking for meta. It is something you can skip out on all the way. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of Red 13 as well. I think that's a great addition to him. He's got nothing else really going for him, so can't really compare it. It's his new ultimate weapon. Definitely will make a difference. Let me know if you guys are going for it. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smile you later.